Yeah, Shyla. I live in England. It's been over 13 years I've been living here. I live with my family, my husband, and a 12-year-old son. I'm originally from South Kerala, India. And I've done my master's in computer science and I work in IT. So we belong to the same space when it comes to work, right, Prashant?
So may I know what kind of field that you are in IT?
So I work in IT delivery. I work as an IT delivery tech lead, and it's actually I have got a hybrid profile, would say, like because I'm a business analyst come uh, delivery lead kind of role I'm doing. So all my life, most of my career, I've been doing this business analysis, and recently I switched to this delivery lead kind of role. And before then, like every other IT guy, I did start my career as a developer. So I did that, like how it works in India. Every 2 years you get a promotion, you get senior. So but those days when I started, it was like my profile was software engineer. No, my profile was then because I worked for a UK organization. There it used to be, they used to call it analyst programmer.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, analyst programmer. Is that still a role title?
yeah. It's actually business analyst, and like there is a lot of analyst role into.
Yeah. So because that organization they changed the rules, the titles quite often. So finally, I think it go to software engineer. I think analyst program. Then they did some consultant kind of title as well. It all means the same. It's like the old wine in new bottle. Yeah.
So how many years of experience you have gained till now
Now,
in?
oh, you want to check about how old I am, right?
But as
So
per the
basically,
cases
I
of
started my
experience,
career in 2005. Yeah, 2005 until now. You can calculate. Yeah,
it's
17. Yeah, no, not 17. More than that, right? Oh,
20 years ago, right?
that's yeah, 18 years.
Oh
No,
my,
no. It's not 18. 2005 until 8. Yeah,
20, 20,
13. Yeah,
2020.
2005. Now we are in 2025, right? So 12. Oh God.
2005 to 2025, it's
Oh,
like 20.
20 years. Yeah, 20
Yeah,
years. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, 20
I
years.
thought it like 2023 or
So
something.
I know that you don't want to disclose your age, so it's okay for that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So 2010. No, I have no problem with the my age because it's a fact. You can't escape.
Okay, no
Yeah,
problem.
I don't really mind worry about age or dying or but the only thing that I'm not sure about what it is like a life after death. Life after death. Don't know. Nobody knows, right?
Yeah, nobody knows that, especially, right? So
No matter
whatever.
how advanced we are in terms of technology, nobody knows what it is going to be after we are gone from this world. That's like something that I'm really looking forward to see, find out what it is like.
Okay,
Whenever I get to it.
okay, this is like, it's like no one has got the answer for that, especially, right? People are more into like what will happen after that incident. Like people are more like excited to know about that, but somehow scientists has not invented that thing. Otherwise, people are more jump into that only.
Yeah, Elon Musk actually should do something about it to
Okay.
find out.
Okay, sure, sure. So, and I believe, like throughout the conversation we have, you are such a jolly and very friendly nature. Okay, so but you will maintain the same kind of nature in the job as well, or you will be like very strict and like that.
No, I am just, yeah, what you see here, it's just the same. Yeah, I don't. I'm not really very like extrovert person. I'm like an ambivert, I would say. But if I'm comfortable with somebody, that's the reason why I'm really chatting with you like this because you have that give me the same vibe back. So I'm like I just reciprocate what I see in the other person. I'm kind of serious with if the other person is serious, because there's no point in making them no, because they expect. I can sense it. Maybe that, yeah, I can sense what the other person is like. So then I just do the same.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I believe I saw a lot of members from the top management where they are very serious, but sometimes in terms of like project delivery, in terms of deadlines, right?
Yeah.
People will be more like serious. And do you face any kind of situation like that in your organization or in your career so far?
Oh yeah, so serious. I have dealt with different kinds of managers. Um, like to me, because when I am leading a project, then I want to make it easy for the team. I don't want to put them. I want to share the load. When I
Mhm.
said delivery tech lead or something, when you do work like that, then you obviously should be um, happy to join them and then share, at least offer them your time. Even if you're not able to actively do what they are doing, you should be able to be with them. Because I have worked with really wonderful managers. Um, this manager, I don't want to take his name, but yeah, he's from the manager from here actually. So those days I used to work in India, in so I was kind of leading that. So I was in the production support team then, and I was kind of leading that production support team. And then I used to work, even though my usual work timing used to be like 9:30, 6:30 in India, but I used to come um, to so that I can support, because it's a production support. And then if I work in the UK hours, it'll be more fruitful, I have felt. So I used to be more effective. So I used to work in the those hours, and this particular manager, so I had a really good rapport with him. So he's now like kind of head of the region, kind of. That's how
Okay.
what he is. Yeah, he's really at the top. And he's such a fun-loving, jolly person, just like how you said. He would the way he asks you. He's originally from the UK, but he did most of his up. He was brought up in South Africa, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, and he has got some Italian mix as well, I think. But whatever it be, he has got different cultural. I think maybe that might have helped. I think
Okay.
he's got not just from the UK, but he was brought up in South Africa. Then he's got some connection with Italy as well. His parents, one of the parents, I think. So he was really friendly. The way he would ask you to do something, you would feel like he's forcing you to do that. You would feel obliged to do that. In a natural way. You wouldn't be able to say no to him. You would want to deliver for him.
Okay.
That's the kind of manager he is. So he cracks jokes. Yeah, everything he asks you would be like in a funny way.
Okay.
It's really difficult to be that kind of a person. So he knows how to get things delivered for him. So that is one of the best managers that I've ever worked with. At the same time, I also had really tough managers to begin with. They were tough, but then they were strict. A couple of managers from India. So they were like, but he's such a nice person inside, sweet when he's outside work, but when it comes to work, he's very strict.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the way, otherwise, I have heard him. I have heard compliments about me from another person who he spoke to, that he gave really good feedback about me. I was really surprised to hear that he did give that feedback to that person, because the way he was working with me, I felt like he is really a tough person, like, full of thorns. You can't really go near him. That was the kind of person, but he was really uh, sweet. And what I have felt is like, if a person is nice to you when you meet him outside the organization, then that person is really nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, not just so that person is very friendly outside, when you meet him outside in the real life or the personal life. So I have felt that those people are really professional. So when it comes to work, they are kind of serious, but outside, um, they are friendly and nice. So that is something that I have felt. That is one category of people, uh, good people, I would say. Then
Yeah.
there is the best of the lot. That is the person that I told about. You told you
Yeah.
about. He's in the office and outside. He's like he has that perfect balance. But both are nice, I would say. But then there is this third category who you wouldn't want to meet at all, anywhere, be at work or outside. Yeah, those kind of people are there as well. So yeah, three kinds of people I have dealt with. So yeah, then when you are leading a team, then how you want to be. You want to be the best. So you would incorporate all of those good things in your leadership as well. So yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
So
Because in
yeah.
in a day-to-day life, we have to manage with a lot of managers, especially, right?
Yes. Yeah.
As
No,
per your
it is difficult. You
experience,
don't change anybody.
sorry.
You learn along the way during the journey as you progress. I don't know why some people behave like that. Like you said, I mean, maybe some people might be bringing their, their personal life problems to
Yeah.
work as well. Maybe I have seen a lot of ladies doing that. They bring if they have something going on, bad happening at home, then they might bring that to work, and it might affect their work culture, which is not ideal. So you should never bring, because what is happening with you at home shouldn't be what you're at work, or shouldn't that affect your work.
Got it. Got it, ma'am. Ma'am, with the more you gain a lot of experience in the IT field, especially like surviving in the IT field, it will be very difficulty because especially for the girls. Okay,
Yeah.
could you please share some of the advice to all the younger generation?
Um, yeah, I think nowadays it's a lot different. Like, because women are more. Um, we would see more women in powerful positions, and everywhere women are getting promoted, and it's still a male dominant society we live in.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I think there are a lot of things that you can't help with, like when it comes to family. Um, if you want to, yeah, grow
But
your family.
but
If you want a family, if you want to live your life in a family way, like having children, and then obviously there are things that as a woman, because God or whatever, the Almighty, He created men differently and women differently. So um, obviously men can't produce in the sense like giving birth is obviously the child comes out of the woman, right? No, but I know there are other cases, exceptional cases, but yeah, but that is how it is. So there are different things that what women can do and what men can do and what women cannot do. So it it's all part of the uh, package, I would say. So you have to, if you where you want to take time off your work, you have to do. It might affect your career growth, but it is what it is. You have to be aware of it. Otherwise, the option is, yeah, don't go for a, you know, what you have to weigh what is more important to you. Is it family or is it career? So then you will have to do the sacrifices depending upon, or if you want to, if you're really career focused, then you make sure that you have enough support, family support, or from you can afford that, when it comes to bringing your children, because they need the care as well. You can't really, if you're really career oriented, and your husband is equally career oriented, and then you need, your children cannot be neglected. So you need that support. You need to make sure that you have enough support before you step in that direction. that you want to have children, or I would say, because to me children are very important because we bring them to this world.
Mm.
Do not bring them into this world unless and until you're ready to, give them the best life that they deserve, because nobody asks you to, you know to
Mm.
we even we haven't asked anyone that we want to be born, right? So if we are brought into this world, then obviously we need that. I mean, there are a lot of children. I do not really want to talk about it. If I start thinking about it, I will. That is one thing that I get really upset about when it comes to children. I do not like. Yeah, that's one thing that
Oh my God.
I do not want to see in India. You see the poor children, you know,
Yeah.
the begging, and I can't really. Yeah, I hate seeing that. I mean, there's not much that we can do about it
Mm.
either, right?
Yeah.
I wish if I were a bunny, I would have done something for the children, really.
Yeah, one day you will become a Ambani and then you will.
Yeah, the only thing that I want to do is for children. Yeah,
That's good.
if I do charity, here also there are a lot of charity organizations. The only thing that I do is when it comes to children, there cancer support or sort of, yeah, anything I donate would be towards that. Yeah, that's my top priority.
Absolutely, ma'am. So absolutely. And ma'am, so could you share some of the personal experience tips to all the IT aspirants who are watching this video especially?
Yeah, IT nowadays there are a lot of opportunities, because you in India, from my experience, you start as a developer, but now there are other streams as well, testing, or now business analysis is really good. I think if you are asking me about women, and a lot of women do not really
Not
want to
not
do
women specific to like male also,
and
like
male
men
also, yeah.
in general
In
perspective.
general, yeah, there are different streams now. Business analysis is something that was not a thing in India before, but now it is, isn't it? So
We
that
have a
is really good.
product manager as well. We have product manager
Project manager, product manager, your product
and
owner. Now the agile working is
yeah,
really, you're
Scrum,
flexible. You
Scrum.
can be really anything. Like you can be a scrum master, you can do hybrid roles. So I would say like you would take time to test out different things, like what suits your personality, or what your interests are in. Not everybody can be a developer. It's doing coding is not easy. So if you think that that's not your cup of tea, then yeah, obviously go for there are other things that you can do. We may have different good analytical skills, then you can go for analysis, and then obviously for career growth you can't always be like an analyst. You will have to, you want to, if you are career oriented, you want to grow in the roles in that field. You can be there, like you can start as a tester, then you can get to the testing manager, or even higher. So I would say, do not get uh, be so comfortable in one position,
Hmm.
because one thing you can, if you are too comfortable at one place, then it's time for you to go, because either they will make you redundant, or you yeah, that is what will happen. Not there is an or, actually it is, or you will, yeah, you'll feel depressed actually doing the same thing over and again.
That's
If you want to,
but 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 in the IT we face every single day new challenges, right? If we stay in the same organization as well, but every day, every single day we will face a new challenges and we will need to overcome with those challenges with the different solutions as well. We will get some broader perspective as well, right?
yeah, it is good. You should definitely give your a reasonable amount of time to that organization. But after a certain point, your growth will be saturated.
Hmm.
So what a recruiter would look for is like how varied how diverse your experiences. If I work in the same domain for the same organization, that shows that your every all your overall personality, be it not just the technical skills. dealing with different organizations, dealing with different people, dealing with you need all of that exposure. So
Absolutely.
I would say, yeah, 5 to 10 years, or if you can go at the note, yeah, over 10 years. Be careful. with, but people can look at it from at a different ways. Like either you're not competent competent enough, to find another job, or you're not ambitious. It
Hmm.
can be looked at different ways. Some, yeah, then maybe a percentage of people would look at it like you're very loyal. But yeah, I would question that.
Got it, got it. So, so with your experience, so for how long we should stay in the same organization? Like for 2 years, three, four,
I
five
would say
years?
like anywhere 5 to 10 years would be 5 years. 5 years is a good period, I think. 2 years is too short, I feel, but a lot of people do that. But yeah, 5 years is a good because you would have learned a lot from there from a domain perspective. You would have also proved that you are, valuable to the organization. You've because they put in a lot of effort, get recruiting somebody. They train get you trained, so you have to really pay something back to them, right? So that
Yeah,
3 to 5 years would be the minimum.
got it, got it. The ideal situation for that.
Yeah, I would say so from my experience. But yeah, people can have different each to their own. But yeah, that's my
Got it, got it.
yeah.
And could you share, like I saw a lot of delivery head with my experience as well. Like people are like with management as well, with more top management, especially they speak very politely, even though we receive an escalation from the client as well. But
Yeah.
this how they used to manage that escalation and they will give some kind of good response to the like client as well. So how do you manage all those things, especially? Like what kind of qualities do you we must have to like tackle that kind of situation?
Yeah, so if they're not polite, you mean you so if
Like they talk with polite with the team management as well as, let's say we got a escalation from, let's say myself, I'm
yeah.
working on one of the client and client escalated me such a way like I have worked like 30% and client was expecting 100% work to be done on that task, but somehow I did 30% and I was not delivered on time for that task. Okay,
Yeah.
client escalated to the top management, but the top management over here is talking politely with me as well, and they are handling the situation with the client as well, and how they manage like
Oh,
this.
that's yeah, that's to be honest, I do not know. That is really different kind of skills that, it is it's I do not know how they would be they obviously want to protect you because they are your management. Like they want to they value. That's the reason why you see that kind of how they're handling it and being nice to you because they don't want to lose you. They don't want to be harsh. But at the same time, I think they might be giving this message, you know, correctly to them that okay, we have these constraints. They might be, um, I think, what challenges we have in terms of this. That's all the management skills. That's why management is not everybody's cup of tea. And I mean, if you have seen that kind of a manager who has been polite, you can also get really bad escalations. Like they can be harsh when it comes to. I have seen a lot of managers like that. So if you have that kind of a manager, then not every top management is like that.
Yeah,
I have seen all kinds. Yeah. So yeah, for to those people who are good, it's just their personality. I would say they are really good at handling. Yeah, it's not easy, but I think it is like about one thing I have seen is like if you keep them, the client, updated on how we are, if you make them aware of the challenges ahead, like the risks, these
hmm,
risks are coming. There are these risks. If we make them aware of it in advance, then we have that, uh, we have like taken a bail in advance.
yeah,
Like, okay,
yeah.
so and one thing, Prashant, even if your manager had said, okay, I want this to be delivered on this date, but they might have given the actual date to the client. You know what I
It's
mean?
It's completely different data. I know
Yeah,
that.
that should be the buffer there. So that's all part of the planning. So that way, you don't know about it. You might not. You won't be. Yeah, it won't be visible to you, but it is there behind the scene. They have that buffer is there. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah, obviously that is the planning. Yeah, you have to be a good planner.
Yeah, yeah.